try this again. Hello, everybody. Welcome to my live video tonight. I was going to be on later on. It was started by May the 4th, but I decided to change my mind. So I thought I'd show you an upgraded computer today, or specs right now, piece and stuff. Yeah, I just finally upgraded to an i9 from an all AMD FX chip from base 8300 chip for my computer, my computer. Basically, I upgraded the motherboard and processor, RAM, and stuff. Just basically, I had the parts laying around already for the upgrade. Just find somebody. I'm just trying to get to. ScottsMedia, how can I help you? Sorry, I don't. Just computers. Okay. Yeah. You have a good day. All right. Bye. All right. Let me get this set up here. All right. Hopefully, I have no issues again or phone calls. So yeah. Yeah, I finally upgraded my PC. I've been wanting to do for a long time. And it only cost me about always close to $200. I only had to buy it because I already had the memory and the processor sitting here down my desk from customers that didn't bother to repair it as I had most of my parts usually for upgrades usually. I only had to get a new motherboard and a processor fan. Pretty much is what I did. So, all right, let's get things set up here. Monetization. Hopefully, I have more issues. Right now, I'm still streaming it on my other secondary computer that has the AMD 8300 in it. Still, FX. I am planning to upgrade that eventually down the road, but I don't have another i9 processor later on. I do have an i7. But again, I still got to buy another board again and memory too. Well, I got memory, but technically not the gaming RAM I would like to have. But I do have memory, DDR4 laying around. But I like to say motherboard I purchased. Yeah, stuff. So far, I'm liking it. So far, I'm finding I just getting everything set. I just got the last couple days ago. I just got things set up finally. Installing Windows and stuff. Again, you can see I switched to Windows 11 and everything else. So I'm liking it so far. This gameplay is much smoother now. Less lag in the game itself anymore. I have no issues with that. I do have the chat up if everybody's watching, so if you want to say hi or whatever, you're more than welcome to. If you're watching this after the fact, you can leave a comment below in the description, under the description and stuff. If you want to, it's up to you. But I do have the chat up and running. And at least I'm not, this time it's a better connection. I had shut down the computer completely. But I'll stay up for 10 seconds and turn it back. It's working pretty good now. I haven't tried streaming yet on the new computer yet. There's no, I didn't pay no more $200 for this upgrade because I said I already had parts already laid around. For it, the memory, processor, the i900. I was lucky to get the i9. And the RAM, so another customer gave to me. It was great, perfect. So I already done rendering a video. It renders pretty fast, pretty quick. I'm liking that so far. Load time on game. It's pretty not bad at all. A lot faster. You'll notice that when I get into it. And everything else, and you'll see how much smoother it is. This is what you see on the board right on my computer screen right now. This is what's in my computer currently running. As you can see, what I have, I got 32 gigs of RAM. I got the Corsair. Basically the i9 9900K processor in there. There's an 8-core processor. It runs pretty cool, runs smooth. No issues so far. Doing good. Not yet, but the only thing I'm not liking is I had to upgrade to Windows 11. So most of you haven't done yet. If you're still running Windows 10 or anything older than that, you might recommend you start planning to upgrade. If you can't upgrade to Windows 11 with your PC currently right now, you're gonna have to might as well just get a new PC at that point that can handle Windows 11. Unfortunately, Windows 10 will be expiring. Hey, what's up? The support will be expiring in October of this year, at the end of the year. Just give you a heads up on all that. That's why I had to upgrade. I would stick to Windows 10. You don't necessarily you don't have to, but you won't get after that date. You won't get any new security updates, unfortunately. Okay, yeah, I'll be on in a minute here. I'm just doing an intro and everything else, so. a new PC and everything. So yeah, when you play it to Fortnite, you can see the difference in my gameplay on it. It's a lot smoother, and I got the graphic settings on epic settings and stuff like that on this computer. All complete epic settings on that, 120 frame rate. Not bad for what it is, even though it's just I can make improvements later down the road. But this is getting me by for now at this point. But my other plan is to get my other secondary computer upgraded too, also. But my other concern is some of the hardware in that computer is pretty old also. Not sure it's going to be Windows 11 compatible, like my video capture card that I'm using for streaming purposes right now. That I got to make sure that it's compatible with Windows 11. That's one concern. Because I had pulled an old sound card out of my new machine that I was using. Wasn't really using much anymore anyways. That wasn't even compatible with Windows 11 anymore at all. So that capture card is pretty old itself. So I'm just one concerned. I don't know, I might leave it at Windows 10. But again, I should try the streaming on my new computer. And somebody's calling me. So, let's see who's calling me here. Oh, Jesus. Really? I still download all this crap. You have to download the Messenger right from the store. That's one thing I'm not liking about Windows 11. Oh, just calling it. No. Yeah, if you give me a moment, Robert Wilbur, that I will answer you when I got it. It's still installing stuff on my new PC. Give me a moment. Oh, hold on, Robert Wilbur. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. I have to do this? Yes. Oh, come on. Okay, how do I get it? And tell me where you sent it to, you dumb thing. Oh, text. Hold on! Jeez! I'm still setting up on my new computer yet. Nope, it's not from them. Wait, don't restore it. I'll do that later. Oh, I see what they're asking. Okay. Come on. Oh my gosh. Computer. They're not showing up on my thing. I'm not in the right account. This is not me. Well, it is me, but it's not the right account. Oh. Me in a butt. Alright. Oh, I'm not gonna do that. As it popped up. Not WhatsApp. Jeez, what's trying to get everything set up. Talk to Rubber Wilbur here. Said everything. I'm still getting things set up on my new computer yet. That's the biggest thing right now. I'm trying to do is get everything set up on my computer yet. So I got everything set up on my. Come on. That stupid passcode. This new phone I got slow too. Piece of junk. Even though it's a free phone, it's a piece of junk. Worthless to me. Alright. Alright. Yeah, I just want to get to the chat now. Genius got funny. And really, it's one thing I not like about Windows 11 some stuff. Okay, why again? Oh, Jesus, funny. What the f? This is getting frustrating. Come on. Yes, that is what's B. Alright. Oh, come on. Create a pen? Seriously? Oh, no, no. No, I don't want to create a pen. Actually, I can do. Alright. Yeah, you get the first two numbers. They're not getting the rest. Alright. Oh, come on! Oh my gosh, what the fuck? Now my video card ain't working, my capture card ain't working again. Damn it! Oh my god, seriously! Trying to get things set up here, now my capture card ain't working. After I shut it off. Oh, there it goes. Oh, I hit the wrong button, that's why. Oh, it's freaking me out. One thing after another, I'll tell you right now. Okay, let's get him up here. Okay. What the heck? I'm on the right account, so what the heck? There you are, finally.
Hello.
Finally.
Hey, what you up to?
Yeah, just trying to jump on Fortnite and showing off my new computer at the same time.
Hey, just let you know I timed out that Wasm Touristy guy.
Why?
I just wanted to see how to do it. Like if I had the ability to do it, and so I timed him out for 24 hours.
You don't have that option. You don't have that option.
Oh, yes, I do.
That's not be timing out people.
It let me time him out for 24 hours.
Why'd you do that for?
Because I was seeing that if I could do it. Like I was trying to see if I had that ability to do it.
Oh,
and sure enough, I did.
Undo it because they don't need it.
Oh, Sorry, Wasm Tusi. Who is Wasm Tusi?
Yeah, it's one of the people playing Fortnite. I don't know how you can,
Poor.
because he's got a wrench. I don't know how you can. And it does.
Yeah, let me do it. Yeah, because he hasn't been able to comment since.
I'll undo it, please.
All right, I'll just make it. I'll just put it for 30 minutes.
No, just undo it completely. Play with this guy.
Well, he needs to learn his lesson.
Lesson of what?
I'm just assuming he's done some bad things in his life.
No.
Anyways, he's a good
Hey,
guy. He's an African.
I'll send my trolls and haters onto your channel. How about that?
No one cares. Is Wasm Tusi an African American?
I don't know. They're asking. I know he's got an accent. I'm not sure what country he's from.
There's nothing wrong with being an African American.
Yeah, there never is nothing wrong. There shouldn't be a problem at all.
Yeah. Or a Republican. Or a Trump supporter.
Let's keep this out of that, please. I want to try to keep my channel apolitical.
Just to let you know, anyone that's listening, Scott Flynn.
Uh-huh. Nice try. Something went wrong. What the heck went wrong? Oh, really? Annoying. Once again. Continue, geez. Okay.
I was about to say, anyone that's listening, Scott Flynn.
Good. Keep it apolitical. I'll just hang up every time you're about ready to say something like that.
Are you able to untime out Wasm Tusi?
No, it doesn't give me the option on my end.
It doesn't give me the option either. The only option it gives me is that I can time him out again. But it doesn't let me undo the last one.
I don't know why you did that in the first. I don't know why you did it in the first place.
Well, I was testing it out to see if I was able to.
Should have timed him on like 15 minutes or something, not whatever, 24 hours. Jeez.
He was commenting a lot. He was kind of like overusing his wrench powers.
No, he's fine. He's not big. He doesn't say anything bad or anything. So, and he keeps politics out of things. He don't.
When's the next time you're going to the doctor?
I just had an issue at the ER this Saturday.
Oh, let's talk about that. That's good content.
Well, I went in because my swelling got bad again. Went in there and it was to the point where I was in pain. And
what swelling? What swelling are we talking about?
My scrotum swelling.
Oh, okay. It got bigger than what it was when that guy broke into your apartment. That?
Yes.
Like if you were to like as big as a beach ball.
That's why I couldn't hardly walk because of it.
And did they pick you up or what?
Oh no, I was able to get out to the front door. So
they had an ambulance.
Yeah, I had no way to get there anyway. Other way to get there, I had no way to take me to the hospital.
And then what do they do?
Then so I went in there and doing a test. Well, before we got in there, they found something on me, which caused problems.
Like on your scrotum?
No, a bug in my pants.
A bug in your pants?
On my pants. And when I was pulling they were pulling me in, they found a bug in my pants. So
like a physical bug or a germ bug?
Bug. A bug. You know the bug problem I have?
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. They found one.
And that's caused it to get bigger?
No! It caused issues at the ER.
Oh, well, what kind of issues would that cause?
It freaked everybody out.
They can't just
To the
remove
point-
it.
Oh my god!
It's
They
not like it's going to
did.
spread. It's not going to spread in any ER because.
I know. It just telling you, they freaked out over that one bug they
Oh,
found,
great.
and they basically, let's say they put them like in a quarantine situation.
Oh no. Okay.
Yeah, because of that. They want to come see me in the my room. Let's say wear a hazmat suit.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I'm serious.
That is crazy,
But
isn't it?
Not, and then it wasn't even getting that much of it. The people coming into my room, but the doctors came in with no problem. The doctors that came in and looked at me, they came in with no issues. They talked to me about it. They physically examined me and everything else without a problem. They weren't afraid. It was just the nurses, not the doctors.
Yeah.
And had two rude nurses that were completely with attitudes with me.
They don't know who you are. They don't know who you are, do they?
No. The problem is it's a private hospital. I couldn't record. So I couldn't record in a private hospital. Couldn't record video.
You really can't do that anywhere in a hospital. Most hospitals are private.
Most of them are. There are a few public ones. There are a few.
So then what happened?
Well, basically, I was like, I didn't realize that at first it was a big issue. I've been here before with that problem before. The nurses not treating me. Only thing they've done differently, they bagged my clothes up, clothes I was wearing.
Is this the same place that you had an issue with a wheelchair and they wouldn't like
yes.
Oh no!
Yes.
Oh no! You should have told me who you were. Like, don't. Hey, I talked to so and so.
It's already in my records. They already know.
Yeah.
But the problem is the nurses had they had attitude. A couple of them had attitudes.
A lot of nurses do have attitude.
No, but again, I've been here all the time. Not all the time. Quite a few times. I never had this problem ever with the nurses.
Yeah.
And they treated me politely, respectfully, and they didn't care. And the last few times I was in there with a back problem, they didn't treat me that late. They treated me then, and at all. Never had that issue with any nurses. The reason why the wheelchair thing you're talking about, that was after the exam. I had no problem with the nurses then at that time either. It's until when I was trying to get a ride home.
Yeah.
But get back to the subject though. The nurses, a couple of nurses, I think it was a head nurse that was in charge. She was starting to give me attitude because a couple of times I dropped my phone in my room and I had no way to get to it. So, and I had that nurse come in, but when she came up to my door, she gave me an attitude about it. She was right there at my door. She had to just reach to get my phone and grab it and give it to me and leave. And she gave me a whole attitude about it. And I started giving the attitude back to her because of that.
Yeah.
And she was just pissing me off at that point. And I was trying to figure out.
Who's this?
Hey, what's up?
This?
Not much. Who is this?
This is Scott Flanagan. Who's this?
It's Robert Copeland. You called me, Bubba.
I didn't call you.
I think we got the wrong number. Sorry,
All right,
sorry
awesome,
about that.
Man, I was just kind of wondering. He just
All right,
was making a group call. So.
Mm-hmm.
I
No
think
problem.
this is on Facebook. Was this
It's
Facebook?
Yeah, it's Facebook.
Somehow we got in a third way call with you, and I'm not sure how that happened, but apologize.
Yeah,
That's
sorry,
all
man.
right, bro.
All right, man. Have a
You
good
have
one.
a blessed,
All right, take
a
care.
blessed evening.
Hey, you
All
too.
right, see you.
All right, you too. All right, bye-bye.
Yeah, bye.
All right.
Okay. Oh no, come on. Oh, I'm not used to this. I don't want to get a call with that same person again, though. Like a person. All right, sorry about that. I pushed the wrong button.
How did we get a third person in the call? I wonder.
Unless maybe I could have clicked at him. I could have accidentally clicked at him because I'm still getting used to this new setup with Windows 11.
Are you friends with anybody named Robert Copeland?
Probably am. I got tons of friends on my Facebook. So yeah, I could have clicked. I could have clicked it by accident when I was trying to get you. It could have been possible. But I don't know. I have to check. But again, I was just saying, yeah, the nurse was having to give me complete attitude, so I get it back to her. I wasn't going for it anymore. I was like, yeah, I'm not that kind of person. You're not polite to me, I'm not going to be polite back to you. situation. So, yeah, then and Jay, they started ignoring me and everything. I'm trying to figure out what's going on. Nobody was keeping me updated on any tests or anything. They were not telling me what was going on. I was trying to figure out what's going on. And every time they kept on giving me attitude, they're giving me attitude every time I try to find out what's going on. And again, we just got into it to that point. She didn't want to be around my room anymore, whatsoever. Even just at all. Basically, it's because of the bug problem was the main issue. They didn't want to be in that room because of the bug problem. But they had to every time they had to go in my room. Apparently, whatever protocol they were using, they had to dress up in a hazmat suit, come in my room. It's ridiculous. For over just one bug, they found one bug, and all of them have been here for about 7 hours. For 7 hours over there, and there haven't been no any other bug found on me whatsoever. It was just that one bug.
I want to know what happened with your gonad. Like, what happened after that?
Okay. I'm trying to explain it. We never got that far. That's the problem.
Okay, keep going.
Okay. Well, we found what I went in there was trying to get drained. Basically, aspiration. Which find out there's nothing to aspirate. Academia. It's all edema. That's all that is. None but skin tissue.
So there's no fluid in it.
Nope, no fluid. Well, there was a little bit, but not enough to even to do a procedure.
But edema is fluid, though.
But yeah, it's within the tissue, though. It's not like it's in a puddle.
Oh. So is there any way to drain that or no?
No, there isn't.
So how do you get rid of How do you get rid of edema out of a gonad then?
I don't know. That's what I was trying to figure out. But again, before we got that far, finding out what's going on, they were running tests on me. They gave me blood work.
Have you ever asked ChatGPT?
No, I never tried. I could try it, but I'll try it later.
Let me ask. Okay, I have a friend who is 700 pounds. What?
Well, you're just 5 pounds off, but all right.
Who has an enlarged testicle that is the size.
It's not the testicle itself.
What is it?
It's the scrotum of the testicle.
Has an enlarged scrotum of the testicle that is the size of, what would you say, 3 beach balls? Or 2 beach balls?
I would say almost practically a ball, so that's basketball or somewhere in there.
I think it's bigger than that. I mean, because I saw it on that video. It was hanging out.
It fills up a damn toilet bowl, I'll tell you.
The size of a beach ball. We'll say beach ball.
Okay.
Of a beach ball that he has had.
It's going to probably come with hydrocele. It's going to probably tell you hydrocele.
For several years now. Which.
Or tell you to consult a doctor.
He has been.
Going to tell you that.
Don't be surprised. ChatGPT is good. Which he has been told is a high
liability issues.
ChatGPT don't care, because it's an AI. It's not responsible.
There's the one yes, they do, because I have to ask questions about selling kittens.
Let's see.
I asked the question about selling kittens online.
He was just told that it is not fluid, but edema within the testicle, the scrotum.
That's scrotum. Skin, very much.
There is nothing to drain. What possible surgeries or things that can be done to remedy the issue? All right. Let's see what chat says. It says, got it. This is serious, and I'll walk you through it carefully. First, to summarize, your friend is around 700 pounds, so very severe obesity.
What should you? Well, you're on your phone, correct?
Yeah.
Oh, never mind. You can't screen share me, darn it. Oh well.
He has a massive scrotal swelling size of a beach ball. It was thought to be a hydrocele fluid around the testicle, but now they're saying it's edema, meaning swelling caused by trapped fluid in the tissue, not a pocket that can be drained. So no, hydroceles is if it's a hydrocele, it can be drained, so it's not a hydrocele.
Yeah.
All
I
right.
figure it was a hydrocele / edema. So I knew something else was wrong. I knew it wasn't right when they said it was more than a hydrocele. I knew it.
This is what ChatGPT says. This situation sounds a lot like massive scrotal lymphedema. Lymphedema is when is lymph fluid, not blood, not regular water, that backs up in the tissues because of damage to a blocked lymphatic vessel. In very large men, this often happens due to pressure, chronic infection, inflammation, and loss of normal drainage pathways. It can get huge and harden over time. Hydroceles can be drained easily, but lymphedema needs surgery. Possible surgeries or treatments. Here are the typical options. Surgical excision, debulking surgery. A surgeon removes the swollen, diseased tissue from the scrotum. They then reconstruct the scrotum and penis as needed using healthy skin. In severe cases,
Go ahead.
In severe cases, the penis may be buried under the swelling, and part of the surgery in surgery is freeing it. The surgery is very serious, but often life-changing. Patients usually feel enormous relief afterwards. Liposuction-assisted, this is the second option. Liposuction-assisted surgery, less common. Sometimes liposuction is used to shrink the volume before doing full excision. Or number 3, pre-surgical weight loss, sometimes necessary. Surgery may require some weight loss first to lessen 700 pounds, even a small amount of weight loss. And so you're working on that because you're taking the medication, which could shrink your thyroid, which if you lose weight...
It's not shrinking thyroid. Right, it's not what that is. It's increasing my thyroid to burn, get my metabolic rate to go higher, burn off the fat.
But how about the tumor? Weren't they going to give you medication to get rid of the tumor?
Yeah, I got that. It's not thyroid. It's pituitary adenoma.
Oh yeah. You got that medication?
Yes, I do. I'm taking it.
And you're taking it every day or every morning, right?
No, you can't. You can't take that every day. That's only twice a week. You gotta take
don't you ever forget taking it. That's important.
Yeah.
All right. Number 4 is compression therapy. Very hard in this case.
Yeah, I tried compressing it. I can't.
It's not a solution when it is that big. Compression garments usually can't control swelling in this size. Important. He needs a specialized surgeon, usually a urologist or a plastic surgeon, who experienced with scrotal lymphedema or massive weight-related lymphedema.
Okay,
Regular doctors might...
Here's a question.
It says regular doctors might say nothing can be done, but that's often just because they don't do this kind of surgery. Specialized centers do. Placing that handle extreme places
we got that point. We got that point already. I don't need to read any more on that.
Hold on. It says places that handle extreme bariatric patients' complex lymphedema would be better equipped. Okay, now what you want me to ask next?
Okay, ask about this. For 695 pounds, is surgery recommended?
All right, go ahead.
Ask this. It's 695 pounds. Is surgery recommended?
At 700 pounds, surgery is definitely not recommended unless certain conditions are met, and it's approached very carefully. Here's why and what needs to be considered. Anesthesia risk. High BMI patients face significant risk with anesthesia of the strain it puts on their heart and lungs. The airway can be more difficult to manage in such a large body, and there is a higher chance of complications during the procedure. Monitoring during the procedure needs to be more intense. Number 2, healing and infection risk. Wound healing could be compromised at high weights because the skin may not heal well, leading to a higher chance of infection. Edema and swelling can make it harder for the skin to heal. Number 3, cardiovascular and respiratory stress. Excess weight places significant stress on the cardiovascular and respiratory system, which complicates both surgery and recovery. Risk like blood clots, heart attacks, and respiratory failure increases. 4. Pre-surgical weight loss, highly recommended. Surgeons usually recommend a substantial weight loss before attempted elective surgeries in severe obese individuals. Weight loss, often 10 to 20% of body weight, can dramatically reduce surgical risk. This weight loss can often be achieved through supervised medical weight loss programs. Number 5, prioritizing health before surgery. For someone in your friend's situation, doctors will likely recommend optimizing health first before proceeding with elective surgeries. This might include addressing diabetes, heart conditions, and breathing issues. Next step. If surgery is the ultimate goal, the first priority should be safe weight loss to reduce risks. Bariatric surgery for weight loss and medical supervised weight loss. Now, I want to ask her, I'm going to say, my friend has a tumor on his
Pituitary.
pituitary,
Don't ask me how to spell it. You have to Google that one.
which makes weight loss almost impossible. He does not overeat for someone that is usually 700 pounds. They have given him medicine
Thyroxine.
called what?
Thyroxine.
Spell it.
Oh gosh, I don't know how to spell that.
So thyroxine. I'll spell it. Thyroxine.
I'll be correct your spelling.
To shrink. How long did they give you a timeline of how long it would take to shrink it?
That's not. No, that doesn't shrink it. It doesn't shrink it.
What's it do?
It increases my metabolic rate to burn off the fat.
Okay.
It doesn't shrink nothing.
Listen to me. You told me before that you were on a medication.
That's the other medication.
So
the
you're not on.
That's for the pituitary gland. The other one I only have to take twice a
So
week.
you're not on one for the pituitary gland, right?
Yes, I am. The one is where I had to take.
That's what I'm asking. How long will that take?
We're talking about loose. That's nothing to do.
Hold on. It will. It will
Yes,
because
it will. Yes, it will. But again, that's not what I was talking about. They're doing something else to help me lose weight on top of that.
You're doing both at the same time. That's fine. All right, hold on. Let me put both. They have given him medicine called thyroxine to increase his.
And the other one's Galabian something. I have to get the bottle to tell you the name of that one, but I don't know what the heck. Anything off the top of my head.
But okay, how long will it take to shrink your thyroid, your tumor?
I don't know. It's gonna be that. I don't know how that works exactly. So I don't know.
To increase metabolism and to increase weight loss. Weight loss.
Pictures of my phone.
And they gave him, what's the name of the medicine for your pituitary?
Hold on, I'm looking at I think I got pictures of it, and then I have to get up on my phone here. I sent it to my aunt.
Okay, are you on? There's one called Dostinix.
I took that before, but I'm not taking that anymore. They got me on something else.
And there's another one called Paralodal.
Okay. All right. It's carboberline. Let's say CABERGOLINE.
Okay, carboberline. Okay. I'm going to ask. How long does it take for, I'm shocked that you don't even know this. I'd want to know how long it would take to shrink a tumor on a pituitary gland. They usually lower front levels and shrink well enough so the surgery is needed. These drugs usually can often shrink tumors within a few months. Or sometimes it takes longer. Well, that's good though. If a few months is not forever, that's within a year.
No.
All right, and he's taking. Let's see, and they gave him. I know exactly what ChatGPT is going to say. It's going to say, wait till the medicine does its work. and
Yep.
then you'll have enough weight loss, which could, by the way, shrink your testicle and make it operable.
Yeah. You see now,
You-
that's why I don't want to do operation.
Yeah,
get
I don't blame
surgery
you.
done. Yeah,
Had
exactly.
tumor on his pituitary gland. What would you recommend with
No, I'm
this?
not. I want to do surgery on that one. That
But
goes
you
up
would
through
do
your
it if you
nose.
lost weight, though, wouldn't you?
No, not for that. That one's a whole different story. That goes into your head. The surgery
This
they have to go through it goes through your nose.
It
and
says, with
into
this
your
additional
skull.
information about your friend's pituitary tumor and the medication they're taking, here's how we can approach this situation. Pituitary tumor and weight loss. Pituitary tumors, especially whatever, can systematically affect hormonal regulations, and depending on the type of tumor, they can impact the procedure and hormones, including these metabolism, appetite.
Mm-hmm.
Role of medications. Boost metabolism. Next step and recommendations. Ongoing monitoring of tumor size and hormonal levels since the tumor is being treated with carbagon.
But the thyroxine is not for the tumor. That's for the weight loss.
You don't
So
have any
no.
problems with. You don't have any problems like sleep, breathing when you sleep, do you?
I do have sleep apnea. I do have the diagnosis with sleep apnea.
And they not give you a CPAP machine?
I can't sleep with it.
There's several kinds.
Yes, but again, only several kinds that my insurance will cover.
Oh man. Well.
Like they won't cover go and get an Ozempic to help me lose weight. So that tells you a lot right there.
So when you left the hospital,
Let's get back to the hospital subject before we. Okay.
Yeah.
But I said
keep
when
going.
I was the nurses were rude to me completely. As I said, they wouldn't come in to my room to update me with anything. They finally came in to draw blood on me. I was nice to the people who draw blood on me. Talked to them nicely. Then no arguments, no nothing. And I was trying to figure out what was going on. Give me a time frame, and which they did. But before they got to me, they let me know the results of that test. I was starting to have leg cramps for sitting in bed for about 6 hours.
You were in the bed for 6 hours?
Yes. And I was, and they had the things on the side up where I can't release them down, so I couldn't get out of the bed myself at all. Somebody has to come in to get me out of it. But again, nobody was coming to help me. I paged them many times to let them know what was going on. They weren't coming to my room to help me out because of the bug problem.
Yeah.
And finally, one time when I got a leg cramp again, I screamed out for a nurse, and the head nurse came in, and I was still in pain at this moment, and I was screaming in pain, and I told the nurses, and then she said, "Don't yell at me," and she slams the door and walks away. We're concerned what was wrong with me. I'm in pain here, extreme pain, and I was pissed. I was having a heart attack or something, and she just walks away.
Yeah.
I was like, that's it. I was done after the attitude she was giving me. I wanted out of there. I didn't feel safe, so I had to get out of that hospital. So nobody was. I was like, I called multiple times to the front desk, get the manager to come in and get the manager there. So I wanted to result in a big argument with the nurse. Then I was getting ignored on the phone calls too. Nobody was answering my phone calls. And I was like, what the fuck am I going to do here? You know? And the only result that I had to get myself out of this bed somehow, which I am trying to manage to do that. I had to scoot myself to the end of the bed to get off the bed. Which, unfortunately, the bed tipped over on me.
Oh, no.
I was on the floor, pinned between the bed and the counter.
Are you serious?
Yes, I'm serious.
After the fact, it's kind of funny when you think
I
about
wanted
it.
out of there. I wanted to be released. I wanted to get out of there. I didn't feel safe.
I understand.
And when I hollered, I said, "Help! everybody for help. They finally came into the room, and the head nurse, I think it was the head nurse, was like, "This is your fault." I was like, "You pointed blame on me. She wasn't concerned if I wasn't hurt or injured whatsoever from the fall. She was concerned about who's getting blamed here." And there's all these nurses seeing it all, watching all this going on. But embarrassment, no pants on. I was half naked here, okay, on the floor.
Yeah.
Nowhere to, and again, they finally got the bed moved out of the way, and I managed to get off the floor myself finally.
You know, before you go on, and I hate to say it, but it's discrimination, because you know exactly what those nurses are thinking. They're like, when she says it's your fault, do you know what deep down she really means? It's your fault that you got this big. That's exactly what it is. She's thinking that you overeat to get to 700 pounds, and you're the one that got yourself in that situation because you overeat, which is not the case. It's because of your pituitary.
Yeah.
But that's exactly what.
And again, I wasn't blaming her for my weight. I was blaming that I was not getting the help I needed in the hospital.
She's thinking less of you because you're overweight.
Mm-hmm.
It's just instinctual with a lot of people that's how they think.
All right.
Okay, now what happened after that?
I managed to get off the floor, and I said, they were happy. They said, "I want to be discharged." Yeah, I don't want out of here. They were so happy when they heard that said those words out of my mouth. Yeah, and again, I was like, "I'm not leaving without pants on here." Not like practically the last time it happened. So
yeah,
yeah, I got finally again. They give me the paperwork. Basically, I got my pants on, all that crap. They helped me get my pants on. They managed to get my shoes on. They helped me get my shoes on. So the nurses did do that at least. They did help me get my clothes, get dressed. And again, she wanted to still argue with me. The head nurse still wanted to argue with me. I wanted to get out of there. She was worried. So, and she wanted me to worry about I was going to play. Well, regardless of my place blame on her. Because she was treating me like, whoever she was treating me like afraid because of a bug.
She got their numbers.
It's ridiculous. So I was like, I didn't want to argue with her anymore. I want out of there. I was gone. So I finally got out of there. That was it. Got home.
How'd you get home?
My insurance company provided the transportation.
Oh, that's good.
So, yeah, managed to get home. So it didn't take long for my insurance company to get me home. Not like they used to do it before. They had trouble. They kept on sending me the wrong type of ride.
All right.
So, yeah. But again, that's what happened at the hospital. And I don't know what the results are, the blood work test, or nothing. I don't know what the heck, anything, what happened, what I gotta do next. So, I do have an appointment with the urologist in June. Can't get any sooner though. It sucks.
Well, it'll come before it'll be here before you know it.
So,
I'm sorry.
That's what I went through. I wish somebody was there to help me get me through that situation. I asked my family to help me with that, but nobody wants to do anything with that.
Yeah, I'm sorry you're going through all that because it's not easy.
No. I mean, geez, so hates. I've been there many times. I never had a root nurse at all until that day. Every nurse, even though they knew the ones I've been to the last few times, they knew about the bug problem. They never treated me like that. Ever. They treated me with every respect. They weren't afraid. They didn't dress up in hazmat suits or anything like that.
Me and you are fiercely independent individuals. We love our independence. That's why we don't have roommates. And that's why we love living on our own. And that's what scares the hell out of me as I'm getting older, is that somehow I'll lose that independence. Like, God forbid, something happens and I'm bedridden and have to depend on people or the government, or it's scary just to
Yeah, my problem is I have nobody to depend on. Because if they did come down that with me, I would be put in a home.
Well, not only that, but I wouldn't want to depend on anybody. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That's what I'm trying to avoid. I don't want to be in a home. As much as I can.
And you're on the brink of it. I mean, because on your size, phew, but you never know if you were put in a home or something, maybe they would actually do something for you.
Not what I've been hearing lately over the news and stuff. No, not really. They don't. It's just as bad going to it like that situation. I just
Are you familiar with blood sugar at all? Like have
yeah, yeah, and I am. But again, it's not normal. My blood sugar.
So
My blood sugar is fine.
so I have had issues the last few years of like my fingers tingling and my feet tingling and brain fog and stuff, which is a sign of diabetes or whatever.
That
So
might explain. That might explain a lot with some conversations I have with you a few times. That
like
would
with what?
explain a lot.
Like
Certain
which
conversation. So
with
that would
what's
explain a lot.
like with what
So
symptoms are you talking about? Oh,
I know
urinating.
you. No, I'm talking about. I'm talking about your when you're talking the way your mind thinks. And
Oh
sometimes
yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
that would
Yeah,
explain a lot.
absolutely. Yeah, high blood sugar will cause brain fog
Right,
to where
right now, you sound great. You're not as what I've talked to you lately. Like,
yeah.
so you're, so
Yeah, no,
you're
you're right. You're right. Like high blood sugar will make your brain uh like mix up words and thoughts and yeah. I know exactly what you're talking. Or it can fuck with your vision. Because you remember me
mhm.
and you playing Fortnite and I couldn't see things like in the like darker areas of Fortnite. And you're like, are you not seeing that? Are you blind? Are you not seeing that? And it's because I can't see in the dark as good as I used to.
Okay.
Tingling, and
Okay.
then also I've had urinary tract which is diabetes, urinary tract infections.
Then I apologize how I acted towards you.
Nah,
Those
you don't have to.
conversations.
No, you don't have to. We're friends. We kid with each other, so you don't have to.
Yeah.
You don't have to be offended by. I don't have to. I'm not offended by that. So,
I should have treated you. If I understood what
nah,
was going on
you
with
didn't.
you.
You didn't. Nah, you didn't. You didn't hurt my feelings. Um.
Okay.
So, anyways, I'm like, I didn't even know that you could actually check your blood sugar without a prescription or a doctor's or whatever. And I'm like, yeah, you can. You can go to
Yeah, you can.
Yeah.
You
So I
can
went to
buy.
Walgreens.
They got testers you can buy.
So
They're not
I went to
cheap.
yeah.
They
Well,
got testers.
yeah. Anyways, I know I've already got it. I got it last week. I got the glucose monitor and the strips, and I hadn't eaten in like several hours. So I took it. I don't know how if you're familiar with blood sugar, what it's supposed to be. Like if it's between zero
I
or
don't know.
between
I
zero or it's between 60 and 40, it's really normal. If it goes over 40, then you got high sugar, and it usually
I
spikes
never
after.
lived with anybody with diabetes, so I wouldn't.
All
I
right.
couldn't say.
So,
Yeah.
anyways, I
So
check it, and it's 78, which fasting is pretty damn good. It means like if you haven't eaten, my sugar is pretty normal when I haven't eaten. And so, yep, I knew it. I'm not diabetic. I feel great. And then, sure enough, I ate a meal. I'm like, because I've been eating good, and I'm like, well, let me eat some high sugary stuff. So I ate me some granola, some cookies and whatever.
how's that
And
money,
th-
Mike?
and then I checked an hour later, and my blood sugar was like 230, which is way. It didn't supposed to get over 140. And I was like, oh shit! Literally, I had a panic attack. I was like, I have diabetes. I have diabetes. But then I
What did
checked
they
it.
say? What did they say? What type you have?
Well, no, it would be type two because because
Okay.
type one is inherited, and
Okay.
type one is when your body cannot produce insulin at all. Your pancreas doesn't produce insulin, so you have to take insulin because it doesn't produce it at all. What happens with type two is your cells are insulin resistant. So it's like over time you keep wearing them out because you eat so much damn sugar, and finally it gives up and it won't accept the sugar. Your cells won't accept the sugar. It stops making fat, and then it just goes into your bloodstreams and it fucks up everything. But I was like so pissed, and but then I took another test. There's another one you could take. It's called A1C, and it tests the last 3 months of what your sugar is because
Hmm.
your blood keeps a record of how much sugar it's been spiked in 3 months. I took it, and normal's anywhere from 4 to like 5, and then if you go over 5, you definitely have diabetes, and 8, you're serious. my blood sugar over 3 months was only 4.6, which is considered like.
You do have medical insurance, don't you?
No, I don't have health insurance.
Oh, damn, that sucks. And you make too much to get help from the government, too. To even get
Right.
that help.
But yeah, it would cost me if I got health insurance, it'd be $400, $400 or $500 a month,
Okay.
which is enough to knock me out to where I wouldn't be able to have an apartment and all that other stuff. So,
Right.
but that test says that I don't have diabetes. The 3 months says I don't have diabetes. So I looked it up on ChatGPT, and it says, well, you might not have diabetes, but you're pre-diabetic to where you're on the brink, to where
I do too, Mike. I drink diet soda myself. I drink that carbonated flavored water I get from Walmart.
But here's the thing. I'm not screwed because if I eat normally and I eat meat and high fiber real food like vegetables, my sugar won't spike. It'll just spike if I eat junk food like sugar and rice and potatoes and candy and cookies. Yeah, then it'll spike, but no one's supposed to be doing, especially my age, no one's supposed to be doing that anyway. So if I eat normally, my sugar's not going to spike. So I just have to eat healthy from now on. Or what I want to do is I want to keep a monitor. I want to see the foods that I could eat and what I can't. I want to keep a good tight track of it. And then if I add something like rice or potatoes, I want to check it, and I'm going to be able to see what can I eat, what can't I eat, and basically I have to eat like a healthy person, which we're supposed to be doing anyway.
Yeah, we all should be.
Yeah, because diabetes is not a good way to go.
And it runs on my dad's side of the family too, because my grandma had it.
Yeah, it's not a good way to go.
And she was born. That's part of the gene though.
Oh, but check this out. So check this out. So I haven't been to the dentist in 9 years. Okay, last time I went to the dentist was 2016, and before that I didn't take good care of my teeth at all. I don't have any root canals, but I have like 3 crowns and several cavities that have been filled. 15.
Yeah.
And I remember telling myself, I said, I am never going to let this happen again. I want to take care of my teeth. And sure enough, the last 15 years, I've been brushing my teeth with an electric toothbrush, flossing every day. But it's been 9 years, and I feel some things in my teeth like, oh, I definitely got cavities, a little bit of pain, whatever. And one of the crowns fell off last week, and I'm like, oh shit, I have to go to the dentist to put this crown back on, or maybe there's a cavity underneath the crown. So I go in there, and I'm thinking, okay, I want to have $3,000 or $4,000 worth of repair done on my teeth. I want to have root canals and all that. Did you know they took X-rays and everything, checked my teeth? I didn't have one cavity in 9 years. So I didn't have any cavities. Yeah. Money Mike here in the chat says he has high blood. Hey, I have high blood sugar. I tried to drink diet sodas and avoid chips and candy. Yeah. You have to. You could get by with it when you're a kid or in your 20s or teenagers, but I'm able to control it somewhat by what I eat. I know my blood sugar is high because, I pee a lot too. So that's another thing. That's another thing that you got. What happens is, so that's another reason I know I have sugars, because I don't get thirsty, but you'll pee like a fucking trait frame. And the reason you pee is because your body's trying to get rid of the sugar that's in your body that you can't absorb through your cells. So it makes you piss like a train. You just keep peeing to get rid of the sugar. And that causes urinary tract infections. It can cause kidney issues. It can cause eye issues, brain issues, all that good stuff. But, well,
I'm gonna
unless
have
you
to rename this stream.
yeah,
Forever.
yeah, I kind of did sidetrack your stream, didn't you?
Yeah, I was trying to.
I was-
We have to rename this, and I have to start a new stream after this.
Yeah, I was trying to do that anyway. I was trying.
Yeah.
I kind of hijacked your
no
stream.
big deal. Yeah, that's all right. It's not a big deal. I'm just gonna play. It's gonna play Fortnite anyways for my new upgrade.
Yeah.
And everything else. I'm liking it. This new upgrade. One thing I'm not liking is Windows 11.
Yeah, it looks fine. Yeah.
Yeah, I hate Windows 11. It sucks.
Yeah.
I wish I didn't have to go there. I don't know.
Well,
if Windows 12 comes around, I hope it's a lot better than this piece of shit.
Right.
Gosh, damn. Ridiculous.
Well, I'm gonna let you go, but it's good talking to you.
All right. Wait, any suggestion on the stream of this title of this video? What should I call it?
Just call it health chat. Health chat.
Health chat. Okay.
Yeah, just health chat. That's all you have to put.
All right. Okay.
All right.
Not
Have
a
a good one.
problem.
Bye.
Yep. All right. Okay. Well, I am going to start a whole new stream, and everything's here. All right. All right. Yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and start another stream on this point. I didn't expect it to be like all like that, so yeah. All right. Okay. I hit the like and subscribe bell and notification future videos, content like this. Stay tuned for my next stream coming up here. We'll still talk about my upgrade about my computer. Well, I might not. If you watched this video already, that basically explains it all. But I'm gonna just go in and play Fortnite pretty much at this point. At that, but I'll still show my specs and everything at the beginning.